Here we are. Welcome to the Woman Tree Live. I'm gonna wait a little bit for you guys to get in here, and then we're gonna get into the routine. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. I was supposed to be in my living room, but I just didn't feel like moving, so I had to come in this room. So, yes, let me know if you guys can hear me well, because this room kind of echoes. And welcome, you guys. I'm so excited. I can't never stop dancing. I'm so excited to be introducing you guys to the Woman Tree and my proven technique, Sensual Smile. Like I said, I'm just gonna wait a little bit. I want to do the full routine first. Um, it won't even really be the full routine. It won't be, but I'm going to give you a little preview of it, and then I want to go and talk about what the Women Tree is, what sensual smile is, how this came about, that whole thing. Ooh. So yes, come into the Woman Tree Live. How is everybody? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for tuning in. If you're here, you're either interested in me because you feel like I'm super entertaining, or you're here because yourself or your wife or a loved one that you know needs some kind of healing with the core, with the uterus, just overall body, like awakening your body or their body. And you want to know, what the heck have I been talking about? What have I been saying? The woman tree, and this sensual smile. You're like, what the hell has this girl been talking about? And if you've been following me for a minute on Facebook, then you know the Woman Tree. I had a huge group called the Woman Tree 3-4 years ago, and it was really, really dope. I really enjoyed having a private group teaching women these kind of things. I've never got to teach my full routine the way that I am now, but it was just a roundabout of that. And so here we are, years later, with me ready to teach you guys. So I'm just gonna give a few more seconds. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey sis, what is up? I'm so glad you're up, because I was like, I don't know if this was too late. I be tired. I do the class every morning. I do a 10 o'clock class at the dance studio. So I've been sleeping, girl. I've been napping. I never take naps. So I was like, let me go to sleep and then wake up. Of course, I'm seeing 2:22. But yeah, I was just like, dang, I hope it's not too late for Aisha. All my friends, my closest friends here are thoroughbred adults. You guys be going to sleep on time and waking up in the morning. I'm trying to get like y'all. So I thought about you and Unique. I'm like, dang, I hope they get to make it, because they probably gonna be knocked out. She tripping with this late, with this super late live. I need to do late night yoga class. Would be perfect for me. So this is my sound. Isn't my sound bow so pretty? I don't know if y'all remember the last one that I had showed on Instagram and Facebook. It was all gold. And this one is blue and it's beautiful. I'm gonna play it real quick. Let me see if I can catch these vibes. I know. I was like, oh my God, I feel like, are you sure I'm napping during the day? That's a real accomplishment for me. I know. Okay, we're gonna get this quick. I wanna play this for y'all. She's like, I'm in bed right now. so beautiful. I don't know if y'all are like getting what I'm getting, what I get in the room when I do the sound bowl. That sound is non-copywritten, okay, YouTube? I was so upset with them earlier, cutting off my live on my Instagram. Like, they will not let people be great. I'm going to try and play this non-copywritten music while I do this routine. Ooh, my knees are like... I'm just going to run through the routine a little bit. I just want to show you guys a little bit. This is my sensual smile routine. When I get done, I'll tell y'all where it came from. But I'm going to start off with showing you all a little bit of, let me think. Let me think while I even do the uterine massage. There's no point in me doing that. You can see it. You can see it in the last video I just shared. You can see me doing the uterine massage a little bit, but I'm not going to like break it down and all that. You got to come to class for that. It's going to take too long right now. But so yeah, I'll just get right into the yoga part of the routine, because the routine is first core breathing. That's how you start off, is with the core breathing, and then we go into the uterine massage. And from the uterine massage is the Smai or Comedic yoga, whatever you want to call it. And this entire routine is the sensual Smai routine. After we do the yoga, then we go into moving our body, moving our hips, moving our womb, moving our core. And then we end with the meditation. So I'm definitely not going to be able to do all that right here on this live, but I'm just going to do a little bit of yoga with y'all just to give y'all the vibe, and then and maybe even the breathing too. Let's see. Maybe y'all can hear this. Ooh. Can you guys hear me? Well, all right. So I'm going to breathe through my core first. So this is what I teach in the class. I teach you how to breathe through your core, how to take the light from your root chakra, or your pelvic bone, take it up through all of your chakras, out the top of your head. This is kind of like how I show, but I can't show you like the whole thing. It'll be like an hour for this live, hour and a half. So I'm just gonna show y'all what it looks like when I'm breathing through my core. From this side. Okay. And then we're holding the breath when we go up. If you're doing this, let me know. If anyone is on the mat doing this, let me know, and then that way I can be aware that someone's following me. Okay? Just a few breaths so you can see my core. Okay, that was one super deep core breath. And here goes another. So you can see how my muscles, my transverse abdominis, is what I'm working out. I can see that. Let me do it again. You can see how my arms got in the way. You guys see the difference? I hope you can see it, because I wasn't able to break it all down, but the core breathing is something that you will learn and master in the course. By the end of the course, you will know how to breathe through your core. In the beginning, it feels a little weird, but you'll get it. Okay? We're going to go into the journey. Try to make sure I stay in the camera. See, I'm like out the camera. Ooh. Going up. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually shortening this a lot. Believe it or not, this is core strength. I know I'm not all the way in the camera. So again, I'm not doing the full routine. I'm just showing you guys certain stretches. And then the other side. In sensual smile, we do everything on the left side first. Just core breathing so you can see what it looks like. I want to make sure no one's following along. Let me know if you are so I can slow down. Nice stretch. Going into my aunt's position. This is a good hip opener, even though it looks awkward. More relaxing. about the breath. And sensuality. It's so relaxing. This is the last. This is my favorite move. It's my last move. It's a really good stretch. So you go out like this. You go in and out. See how my hands are not moving? Really nice stretch. Nice. Now I'm hot. So it doesn't seem like that's a workout, y'all. But it dead ass is a workout. Like, I'm already like, what in the world? What in the world is going on? Oh. Yeah, I'm already like, I'm sweaty and stuff. Just from that. And that's not even, we didn't even do half. The yoga is about 15 minutes, the yoga part. Maybe 10 minutes. I seen a comment and I can't seem to see them right now. Oh, there they go. Melissa said, wow, yes. Thank you for tuning in. I feel like this light is hella bright. So I'm not going to make this a long live, y'all. Y'all know I like to talk and I be having stories and stuff. But I did want to, come on here and introduce you guys to the Woman Tree and share with you guys what this is and kind of give you guys a preview of the yoga. First of all, just because I just showed you guys a part of the sensual smile routine. This is something that I have not always been able to do. And when I fall off, like when I skip a few weeks, when in the past, when I have went a few months without doing my routine, it is as if I could never, like on my journey here, on the way here to Africa, I most definitely fell off. I didn't do yoga for like maybe 2 months. And the way that I am, touching my toes all flat, like, that wasn't happening. It was like right here. Like, believe it or not, it was like right here. And I could not like hug my legs or any of that. And the only reason I point that out is because when I show people this routine, they're like, oh, okay, but you've been flexible your whole life. You've been doing this your whole life. You've been dancing your whole life. So that's why. But no, that's not how the body works. The body, it doesn't work like that. It works like even if you were born flexible, if you do not, which we all are, right? We're all babies, all curled up in our own pretzel yoga position in our mommy's belly. And so we are all like yogis right in the beginning. And after years of you growing through your childhood, your teenage years, to adulthood, we become more stiff. We have more blood that is stagnant, energy, trauma, like all these different things that get stuck and get stagnant. So I like to point that out because I don't want people looking at me the only difference between me and a lot of you is that I am practicing. This is not like some magical, some talent. Yoga is not a talent. And even this routine, just the entire routine when it comes to massaging the uterus and even the dances that I do. Okay, dancing is like a talent, right? But um, I am not here to like teach people how to be professional dancers. The entire sensual SMAE routine is a system. It is a system that consists of what I believe a woman should do every single day of her life. Honestly, I believe that men should do it too. And I will get into that in a whole nother live sometime next month because men have been asking me about classes. Men deal with prostate. Like while we're dealing with uterine issues and vaginal issues, men are dealing with prostate issues, especially our black men. Our brothers are dying. My grandfather died from prostate cancer, and a lot of our brothers are getting diagnosed with prostate cancer right when they reach their 40s. So that's a whole thing. Everyone should be doing this. Everyone should be going through a series of core breathing and massaging their, pelvis area, their core. Everyone should be doing a series of stretching because you have bones and a skin and, a body and breath. And everyone should be doing some moving, right? But when it comes to women, there is a specific thing for us because we are so sensitive and we house everything in here. We house everything in the womb. So that's why the organization that I founded, that's why I called it the Woman Tree, because it's all things womb. It's all things about the womb. And I just have this belief that because we are the ones who house everyone, we hold in all these energies. We hold in our traumas and our fears and all these different things inside of our womb. I love a elder. Her name is Sabum Fu, and she's from the Dogon tribe. Has passed away, but she has a book that I'm always suggesting to women, the African Sisterhood book, and she breaks down how their belief in their tribe is the exact same thing about women housing our energy and having like stagnant energy and traumas and our fears and our thoughts inside of our womb and the importance of releasing them. So that's the reason why we start off with the core breathing. Is why we have to do the uterine massages, and then going through the entire system of moving your core. Of course, there's issues like diastasis recti and prolapse and tilted uterus and fibroids and ovarian cysts, and the list goes on and on and on. So because of these things, my entire philosophy on healing is the best, medicine is prevention. So to go all of these days that we go, all these weeks, all these months, and these years that we go as women without giving our uterus attention, without literally massaging our uterus and opening up or awakening our uterus, strengthening our core, all these weeks and months that we go without this, we are holding all these things in. So all of our traumas, all the things that we go through, the things that we even went through during our pregnancies, that because we had the child and the child's growing up and we just think, oh, okay, well, whatever type of sickness or pain or any of those things that I went through during my pregnancy is over with now because that's in the past. But that's not true. Those things are held inside of us. And even if any of you guys have done yoga for the first time, or if you do it every once in a while, you can feel yourself being like stiff. You can even hear your bones like doing all this extra cracking and all of this because your entire body is super stiff. Your entire body is holding in all the things that you haven't been releasing. So I think that is my main thing is it's not about, like, you guys have seen me say, like, this is not a dance fitness class, this is not Zumba, because I don't want to be confused with that. I will do like monthly courses or workshops on like twerking and whining and dancing and stuff like that. And that's going to be fun. It's going to be a good workout. It's definitely still a core workout. It's a good booty and thigh workout, which the girls that are coming to my in-person classes every week, they can vouch for that because we feeling it everywhere. But when it comes to the sensual smile routine, this is more so about helping women with the real issue that we see all the time, us talking about our fruit pies and all of this. So I'm going to be going through this entire routine and showing you this system, this technique, and I'm also going to be educating you on different ways to reduce your bloatedness. We're going to be talking about the way that we pass our bowels, incorrectly. Like the way that we're shitting is not right. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to, like I said, the uterine massages, of course. We're going to talk about food intake, like how to intake our food to where our bellies are not always on bloated mode. And, I mean, if you're anything like me, this is like important because for me, it's important. Like, it's important that I'm not walking around here looking six months pregnant like I have before. Like, that's just real. So there is this technique that will release the energy, the gases, all the things that you're housing inside of your body, the trauma, all those things, and it will also help to strengthen your core, help to strengthen your transverse abdominis, which is the muscles that are the how can I say, the most closest layer of muscles to you. They're up under your abs. So while we think that we should be doing all these crunches and all this stuff, working out our abs and stuff, and we really should be focusing on the muscles that are behind the abs first. And those are the muscles that whenever we get pregnant, they get stretched out and they just don't go back. Like, it's scientific, like facts, factual, that after we have a baby and our transverse abdominis is stretched out, it does not go all the way back. It will, it kind of goes in, but it never goes straight into place. So when I talk about this sensual smile routine, it's like a mandatory thing to me. Like, it's like if you're having children, if you're a woman, like even if you're not having children, like that kind of thing, like even when it comes to prolapse can happen if you have no kids at all. Just from riding a horse, your uterus can, drop and you can have a prolapse. So these things to me, this routine to me is a mandatory thing. I absolutely will not go out into the world without doing this routine that I'm teaching, this sensual smile routine. I will not go out into the world. I don't want to give my energy, even with my children. My children know I have to do this routine. It's a real personal thing. It's really time that you are supposed to spend with just you and your uterus. So if you are at home with your partner and you guys are waking up together in the bed, it is important that you have your own room somewhere else or your own space that you can go outside, away from your partner, away from your children, and you can get this time that you need for yourself, just for you and your uterus. I don't know if I mentioned that we end with right brain meditation, which is a manifesting meditation that I do. It's manifesting, and then I also use it for my doula practice as well. But we'll probably get into that another time because that's a whole, like, I gotta do a whole live on that kind of meditation. But yeah, it's just really important that that we don't keep like missing this big point, like making it like stretching your body and moving is like only for white people or only for people that care about working out or their physique and stuff. It's not about your physique. It's about if you don't take out the time to do this, you're going to have issues with your body. And it's like you can do this and you can prevent those issues. It's not saying that doing this is going to just, solve all your bodily issues, but I guarantee you it will solve the majority of them. There's cleansing that needs to be involved and other stuff like that for certain issues, but it will help you get your life together, like on all levels. Let me try to read. Love this talk. Folks need abdominal. Why do the comments keep disappearing like that? Fire intention, yes. From a holistic perspective, yes. That is why I was like I know everybody, like I dance a lot, so everybody's like, do the dancing, and I am gonna do it. Like my girls literally had to let me know, like, hey, like, no, we need this. But But this is so like you just never see people really talking about how do we fix the diastasis recti, how do we fix the core, how do we as women strengthen our core. And even when it comes to the our pelvic floor, that's a whole thing. Like I wish I could just do like a 2-hour workshop once a week or something, because it really takes more time to show a woman everything that needs to be done. It's really not that many things. I'm gonna say it's like maybe five things, you know, all those like with the breathing and the Kegels and the meditating and the yoga moving. It's like 5 or 6 things. But I mean, this is what the woman tree is about, which I'm going to get into, because there's certain things that we're missing. And we see women talking about your pelvic floor. Actually, they don't. They talk about tightening your vagina. When we're talking about like yoni eggs and doing Kegels, mostly all you hear is having a tight vagina to please your partner. And oh my God, I wish I knew that it was more to that, because I had never gotten to the yoni eggs and the Kegels until I dealt with my prolapse, because I was tired of hearing women talk about, oh, please your man with sex, like have better sex and stuff. There's like a whole very important thing about about making sure that your pelvic bone and that your pelvic muscles, your pelvic floor is strong. And it has nothing to do with having good vagina, like having good sex. It has to do with your health. Like there's so many issues that can occur from a woman having a weak pelvic floor. So this is not a part of the sensual smile routine, although it should be. Like I would probably just add in that, you know, do your Kegels, and I will teach throughout the month. If you're in the monthly membership, I'm definitely going to teach you how to do the Kegels the right way, because there is what you call lifting up your actual pelvic floor and then the muscles that are surrounded your vagina. And when most of us are doing Kegels, we're not actually lifting up the pelvic floor, like lifting it up and like holding it, and like that's different from what a lot of people are teaching, because we're focused on the wrong thing with it. So yeah, that's really what I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to mention about the sensual smile routine. It's really about your core. It's about breathing. I wish I knew, like I've been doing yoga for almost 10 years now, and I did not know how important breathing was. I knew that how important breathing was, but I did not know how to breathe the right way until I started going through these things. My home birth is what helped me start to breathe the right way, and I didn't realize just how imperative it is until I started dealing with prolapse and all these other issues. And so I'm going to focus about that a lot. You'll hear me say breathe, breathe, breathe throughout the entire class, every single class. I used to do my yoga and work out, and I would hold my breath. And when you're doing that, you're making everything tight. Like it's the same response of when you have anxiety or when you're like in fight or flight mode. It's the same thing when you're like working out and holding your breath, or when you're just not breathing every day, just not releasing. You know, like we know what a deep breath can do. So just imagine waking up every morning. Another thing is, this routine is about doing this before you open yourself up. So before you get on your phone, before you even, you can kiss your partner and then get on with wherever you gotta go to do your routine. Like that's how crucial it is to say, like, this is my day, and I'm going to start my day with me and my second brain. I'm going to talk about that in the course, about our second brain, which is our uterus. So it's just really, really crucial that we spend that time just with ourselves and our uterus. I like the way these comments are coming up. So that is Sensual Smile, guys. If you are interested, then most definitely, if you want to do the online courses, then the registration is in Woman Tree, the Woman Tree on Instagram. You can also find it in the link on my main page, IAM_Lala. And if you want to come in person, then inbox me. Classes already started in person. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 10 a.m. So I'll give you more information if you're interested in coming. And yeah, that's learning this full routine that I believe every woman should do every single day. If you skip 2 days, it's over with. Like, at least for me, because then I feel tight and I'm not fully in myself. And then we're gonna move on to what the woman tree is, just so that we're clear. We have the sensual smile, which is a system and a technique. And then we have the woman tree. The woman tree is my umbrella organization, you can say. This is my brand. This is the brand that houses my healing practices, obviously my sensual smile technique that I teach, and also my painless doula practice. So most of you guys know that I'm a painless doula. I help women give birth without pain. And then I also do healing. I do cleansing. I don't really do promoting. Like, I have mommies all the time. I have clients often. I haven't really taken any clients for the cleansing in probably about a year. But if you follow me on Facebook, then you guys have seen plenty of those reviews. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably seen them in the stories. And I do a liver cleanse and an intestine cleanse. I help people get their bowels moving, get the parasites out of their body. I educate them as we're cleansing. So, yeah, the woman tree is all of that together. And so what you guys will see in the near future, just like the twerk and wine classes, just like the sensual smile class that I'm doing for the month of April, you guys will see these different courses, like these different things available to you. I want to teach you about pH balance. I think that that's a really important subject that we don't really have like a course or a place to just learn all there is. I want to teach you about your menses, your monthly cycle, how to track your cycle, what your cycle really means. I want to show you different things. Like, I want to break different myths for us. There's certain things, like, we believe that we are supposed to bleed heavy for the entire time. We believe that we're supposed to be on our period for an entire week or after. Like, there's certain things that we just don't know. We're just not educated enough about it. And I think that most of us do not track our periods. Just from hearing from other people throughout the years, I think that most of us women do not track our menstruals. And I don't think that we understand how it aligns with the moon. And so, yeah, I want to really, really delve into that and specific things just on the core, like without even doing the sensual smile routine, but just focusing on teaching you to breathe the right way. So you guys will see all those things under the woman tree. And for now, and for the month of April, what you see now is me teaching a sensual smile. And I'm just trying to make sure. I have to push this button every time I see the comments. And so that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them now. How long has this live been? 38 minutes. Not bad. Yeah. Ask me any questions that you guys have. Give me suggestions if there's something, a course or something that you guys would like to learn about. I really want to do daughter and me courses. This routine, I actually started doing it with my daughter. It's a really good story, actually. I always forget that this is how I started. I started, obviously, like, I just wanted to do yoga. But then Kyoko, the only girl in the house, she used to be, like, on a million. Like, when she was, like, 3, by the time she was 4, I was able to, like, really, like, do a shift in her. But she was, like, super spoiled, super emotional. I'm talking about wailing and doing all this extra energy stuff. And if you know me, you know I'm all about nipping things in the bud, catching things early. I pay very close attention to my children and who they are as individuals and how they act and what they're doing. And I try and make sure that I stop them from, obviously, like, that's what we do as parents. You try to guide them, right? From anything that, that you don't think that we should be doing. And personally, for me, I'm not with women in the way that we act sometimes, like really entitled, and our cattiness, our attitudes, like stuff like that. So even just when I knew I was having a daughter, I've always said, like, I want to make sure I'm raising her up in the right way, to be accountable, to be, a matriarch like woman. So when I seen that my daughter was having like really bad attitudes, like rolling her eyes, like shit that I'm just like, honey, where did you get this from? I had to like take her and be like, okay, we got to do something. So I actually started this routine with her. I started showing her about her uterus, showing her about the power of like what it means to have a uterus, like how us as women, as young girls, we are very, very powerful. I gave her the example of like Godzilla. Godzilla is like super duper big, super powerful, so powerful that he doesn't even know. He's going around like crashing all, messing up all these buildings and stepping on people and all that. And so I just talked to her about how you can be really powerful but not know it. And I think that's us. I think that's women. We are really powerful and we don't know it. We don't know how sharp our tongues are. We just don't know the power that we have. And even in the way we speak, in the way we walk, in the way, everything. So I was like forced to teach my daughter that really young. We started doing the routine and it totally changed her. She shifted. She was more calm. She was able to, before reacting emotionally, she was able to sit back and take those breathers and think about it. I would put the essential oils on her. Like, that's a huge part of the routine as well. So yeah, that's what really showed me like, okay, yeah, this is working. It's working for me and it's working for you. So we're going to be good. So yes. Yes, guys, let me know if y'all have any questions. If you enjoy this live, thumbs up. I've never even said thumbs up, but if they have like a thumbs up thing during the live, thumbs up, show me some love so everyone can know, YouTube can know that these are the kind of videos that need to be on their suggestion list. Videos talking about our health and our uterus and our self-control and the power that we have as women, and how great would it have been for us to learn these things from our mothers really young. Like, how amazing would that have been? So yeah, I'm going to have definitely some courses on that. I don't even like to call them courses, but I'm going to teach that. Even today, me and the kids, we talked about menstrual. We talked about period. I talked to my boys about period. My daughter will be turning 11 in a few days. I don't know when her period is going to come. I'm doing all the things I can to allow it to take its time. I didn't start my period until I was 14. I know that's kind of late for a lot of people, as people say, but it can come anytime. And I want to normalize these things. Like, why can't we normalize moving our body every morning? Like, why can't we normalize stretching our body? Why does it have to be like, oh, I'm doing yoga, I have to do yoga, or like, oh, I have to work out? We need to normalize massaging our uterus. We need to normalize a period and what that comes with, PMS, ovulation, all these different times of the month. We got 4 times out the month where a woman's body and her brain is doing a complete 180, and we don't get to talk about it and nobody knows about it. So yeah, even for my boys, I'm telling them, like, I want y'all to be aware of this because your sister's going to be going through this. I want y'all to be able to have empathy for her, to be able to support her. And then one day you guys will be with partners that will do with the same thing. So I just think it's super crucial, and I want to normalize it. That's why you hear me say, like, this is not Zumba. This is not dance fitness. This is more so like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, when I think about it, I'm just like, getting your life together, okay? Because it's touching every angle. Like, we really do have the ability. Like, some people are like, oh, I wish I would meditate. I wish I could do yoga. Oh, I wish I could work out, and I wish I could dance. Like, and then we think that we have to like go out and do like all these different things to make it happen. But I truly believe that you can cram it all in like an hour and a half every single morning, and you can do it. And you are going to have like ultimate stamina. You're going to feel good. You're going to look good. Your core is going to feel good. Your bloatedness is going to go down. Your diastasis recti is going to heal. Like, all these different things are going to happen. If you do this every single day, you're going to live longer. It's a given. Like, it's not even rocket science. We make this rocket science, and it doesn't have to be. Thank you, Melissa. Ooh. Come on, comments. What the hell? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, this is truly knowing thyself. Like, this is the true definition. Like, I can't stress how I feel and how I felt all these years, taking out this time, like making myself, this is truly making yourself a priority. This is like the self-care thing that we do when we're like getting our nails done, getting our feet done and stuff. That's cool. That's important. Go get your massage. Go do that. But when you are caring for yourself in a way where you're literally saying that before I get on social media, before I open myself up to my children or anybody else, before I go to work or anything, I'm going to take this time out and really care for my uterus, really tell myself, I love myself, I love my body, I love my vagina, I love my uterus, my pH is balanced. These are things that we don't do. We just don't do them. We're not moving around in love with ourselves. And so then we're wondering why we're having all these issues. And a lot of it is not even just because of the food, because I know that's a huge thing where like the food, yeah, you want to eat good. I'm going to talk about that too in the course, because women, yeah, we can't be risking it. What are we doing? Like, we're women. We know how what we eat can throw off our pH and cause vaginal odor. We know that it can cause us to be bloated and have all these other issues, these acne and all this. Like, why do we be playing with ourselves? I'm not even talking about food, okay? Because everybody's guilty of eating bad, okay? Eating some junk food. I'm talking about the way that we will go a whole year and not detox, not cleanse. It's like we're setting ourselves up. How can we intake all this stuff, all this crap, and then we don't take out the time, even a good 10 days throughout the year, and detox? So I just want to normalize these things, and I think this is healing. I don't want to do my healing practice is not for me to like keep the customer coming back because you need me. I know that sounds crazy, right? It's like, what, don't you want them to come back? That's money. No, like, I want you to know that you can heal yourself. I want you to know how easy it is and how I believe that we all are really supposed to do that. Like, of course there's doctors, of course there's healers like myself, and we're needed, doulas and different, people doing different practices that not everyone can do. But on the surface, there's so many things that we can take care of at home without going to a doctor, without going to see someone and getting all this fear and these diagnoses. There's so many things that we can do just through prevention, just through moving our body every day and eating better and massaging our uterus and, stretching our body, like back pains, pelvic pains, all these different things that sometimes people come to me and I'm just like, wow, like if only you knew that this could just be solved with a few, just with this routine, just with doing this every day. So that's really what brought me to say, like, this is what I'm going to teach. I still have my baby fat on my stomach. What yoga moves can I use? Ooh. These comments are trying me right now. I set my baby fat on my stomach. What yoga moves can I move? I wish I can highlight it. Can I use? I would say for belly fat, there are a lot of good core workouts that you can do. I was gonna get some of them look a little awkward, so I thought about doing one. I was like, that's gonna be weird. But even the one that I did when I was like up like this, when I was like doing this, that is a good core workout. You ever seen the workout when people do and they're like doing this? They're like lifting up and it's like this core thing. So it's like that, but it's not doing all of the like extra straining and stuff. And with belly fat, it's obviously you said you just had your babies. I mean, you still have fat from your baby. So when we have children, that's a thing. Like, we can't work out the same way. So a lot of those like crunches and stuff like that are not good for us. But I can definitely show you. Like, I can do a video actually of just like belly yoga poses. I think that'll be good, because there's definitely some that you can use for that. And I believe that because yoga can Yoga will burn fat. Yoga will make you lose weight. There's people that lose weight on yoga. It's resistance is like the best workout. We see like men in prison who are like super cut, and some of them don't even use the weights and stuff like that. They do resistance. They do like the bars, you know, when they're doing the stuff on the bars, because resistance, like going against your own body weight, is a really, really good workout. So yoga is really good for that. But I would say if you were trying to burn fat in a quicker manner, that doing dancing is really, unless you're that type. I'm not that type that can like go to the gym and be like 1, 2, and 3. Like, that's not happening for me. Which is another reason why I'm doing this, because I feel like it's a lot of us that are not with that extra workout life, and we like music and we like to dance, whether you know how to or not, because you don't have to be a professional dancer to know how to dance or like to dance. And so I think that if someone was to come to me and say, hey, how do I lose my belly fat quick? What I would tell them, and we're talking about fat here. We're not talking about the bloatedness. That's something else. That has to do with your core. That's when you want to learn how to do the core breathing and that whole thing. When it's just the appearance is out. But if you're talking about burning fat, I would say you want to wrap yourself in like the trash bag, the saran wrap, waist trainer, and you should work out, like doing like some good like twerks. You should do some good like movements like this, like really, really do the core workouts and core movements. That will burn your fat really fast. Okay. Yes, prevention is truly the key. It really, really is. Self-care is truth healthcare. What the? I'm sorry, y'all. They just making these comments go away as soon as I'm reading them. Take care of body, mind, and soul. Yes. The body has the ability to heal itself. It's so true. It is so true. It is so true. Like, we got to stop letting them get us, because they got us. Like, they got us thinking that we got to be up at the pharmacies and we have to be doing all this, and it's just not the truth. It's just, if you develop a simple routine, which is what I'm teaching, you don't necessarily have to do my exact routine that I'm teaching, but I think it is crucial to allow someone to kind of introduce you to that, especially if you've never done a uterine massage, so that you know the protocols, the times that you should be doing it, how to do it, stuff like that. But of course, you can put your own twist on it. And yeah, man, like, I want this to be a movement. I want for people to I want for us to stop looking at working out and yoga and stuff like it is such a big, like, hard task, and you gotta, like, leave your house every time and do this big thing. I don't even like to use the terms. I don't even like to say yoga. I just want to be like moving your body, like doing your human thing. Like, if we could call it doing your human thing, that's how human it is. That's how much we are all supposed to do it. We're all meant to do it. We were all born doing yoga. Most of the yoga poses that we do, like when I did the spider pose or the newt, which is in Kemetic yoga, newt, most of us as children, we already have been doing that. We had all just been like, hey, I'm just gonna stand back and just bend my back just for no reason. Like, we're all born yogists. So that's what I want to do. I want to make this normal, and I think we can do it, y'all. Look, I just invited y'all in on this movement. I think we can do it. Oh. Yes. So let me know if you guys have any more questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I was gonna like do extra, but I was like, no, let me make it simple. My friends want to tune in and watch it, so I'm not gonna like I want y'all to be able to watch the whole thing. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Afric Lioness, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to sign up for class, it is for the month of April. I am teaching my sensual Smai technique. I don't know if I will ever teach it again. I don't know. I don't know what is happening. I'm just doing what I know that I am meant to do. So maybe I'll have another course up for this in the next month or a couple months from now or something. But right now, class starts online on the 4th of April, on Monday the 4th. And it's already happening in person, so you can drop in anytime. You can do the entire membership, and you get access to being online and coming in person. Or you can also just do like drop-in classes, and yes, you can also do like drop-in classes, and all the information is on the registry as well. So, as far as the time, in person here, it starts 10 a.m. If you know me, that's crazy. Aisha, if you're still on, can you believe that? Can you believe I'm leaving the house? That means I'm leaving the house at 9. Like, y'all don't understand. I don't leave my house at 9. I be in here doing my routine. And then, I have to do my routine with the kids. The kids have their own routine. So I be in here like doing our bodily thing and not trying to be out in the world until like 12. But I am leaving the house at 9 a.m. and it feels good. It does. It really does feel good to be able to teach again and to get my body moving and so early out in the world with the human beings and stuff. So yeah, in person it's 10 a.m. And then online, you have to go to the registration page because, I'm here in Senegal. So the time difference, so it's 9:30. Yeah, it's 9:30 p.m. here, but in Central Time, Eastern Time, those are different times. And on the registration, I have that all listed. I have the different time zones listed. I tried to make it simple for y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much, Trina. Okay, y'all. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Go to The Woman Tree on Instagram, or you can go to my main Instagram. You'll see the link there. And that's it. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for rolling with a sister. Peace out.